Welcome to the warm-up exercise for the Why Am I podcast called The Fantasy Restaurant. In here, my guests get to pick their favorite drink, appetizer, main, side, and dessert, and quite literally, anything goes. So Chuck orders everything, and I do mean everything. Literally everything. I mean, most of it's good, right? So I'm not going to complain, right? And I don't think anybody would. So why not go hog wild in the whatever you like restaurant? Yes, he did rename the restaurant. Chuck, thank you for joining me in the Fantasy Restaurant. And it sounds like you may have some discrepancies already.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's the name of this restaurant?
What would you like it to be?
I guess if it needs to convey that there's a fantasy element to it, or you can get whatever you want in here. I don't know. Fantasy zone.
Fantasy zone.
Does that sound a little too strip club?
No, man. It kind of makes me think of like Dave and Buster's, the Fantasy Zone.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Fantasy Island, but there's already a restaurant called Islands, and it's not that great. All right. Let's see. Sorry, you put me on the spot. I thought you had a name for your own restaurant.
No, well, I mean, I guess, also Fantasy Zone sounds kind of like a strip club. So
yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay. I'm not exactly sure what atmosphere you're going for, but we'll tweak and tune it to whatever you like.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that. It's called Whatever You Like.
Whatever you like.
Now, I mean, I guess another question is like, do we change the name of whatever? Like, is it like whatever with a D, just so it makes it easier to copyright and trademark? I don't know. That's up to you. I'm just gonna. So whatever you like. Yeah. I came here because I like the name. Whatever you like. I mean, I hope you guys have everything.
Everything.
Whatever I like.
Everything and more. All right. Well, in the Fantasy Restaurant, first, I'm Greg. I'm your waiter, and this restaurant.
Hi, Greg.
Basically comprises of anything you can imagine, right? So this could be food from your childhood. It could be something your mom used to make, your grandma made. This could be something you cook on the reg. It could be something from your favorite restaurant. It could be something from your favorite movie or fantasy novel, right? Like, this menu only needs to make sense in your head. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. So no rhyme or reason, no rules. And I'm going to start you at the start with your drink. What are you going to have to drink, Chuck?
I will just have a Coca-Cola on ice.
All right, a Coca-Cola on ice. Are you doing good ice? Or are you doing regular cubed ice? What does that look like for you?
No, actually, I was gonna make sure that you understood that I want the little disgusting ice pellets from Pizza Hut. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. They're like yay big. They kind of look like rabbit turds, I guess, or something, or like, I don't know. They're just like pellets of ice.
Are they kind of like soft a little bit? So like you can chew them? Or are they like hard as a rock? What are we talking about?
Yeah, they're soft. I mean, they're just pooping these pellets out of this machine. I've never actually seen the machine. I've seen regular ice machines, and I know that like the fountain, when you go and you get your fountain drink or whatever, like most of those machines, you actually just have to put ice in them for that ice to come out. So the ice gets made somewhere else. But yeah, I want those disgusting pellets.
Disgusting pellets. I don't know why you call them disgusting. They're amazing. I love, and it's the industry term is nugget ice, not rabbit turd. Oh. So I think they've come up with a slightly I don't know, more appetizing sounding nugget ice.
Did you Google that just now?
No, I've got a nugget ice machine. Like a little desktop one. It was like our Christmas present to us. We got one of those little boys.
All right. Well, then I guess you'll definitely have some. And if it's a small machine making it, then that small batch that makes it artisanal. Right?
Yeah, for sure. This bespoke nugget ice. Well, I like it, but because that if you've got a small machine, right. Well, you may not know this. Right when it comes out, it's super soft and I don't know. It kind of squidges in your teeth when you bite it. I don't know a better word. It's just kind of
That's why I want that ice.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right. So we're gonna get you a Coca-Cola nugget. Is this Diet Coke? I know some people are Coke Zero.
No, right. Regular Coke, or if you can get it, the Mexican Coke, I guess we call it around here.
Yeah.
It's with the real sugar.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a Mexican Coke. We've got that, plenty of that. There's a Mexican bakery around here that we go to somewhat frequently, and we always grab a Mexican Coke when we're there. Bam! So we've got your drink sorted. Now we hit the appetizer portion. So are you adventurous at this point in the meal? Or are you going kind of bog standard?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard, I think. Standard, but I probably would like to get a lot of appetizers. Maybe you have a taster meal or a taster wheel.
We'll do a pick 5. How's that?
Yeah, pick 5. I want some jalapeno poppers. I want some deep fried mac and cheese balls. I would like some onion. I would like a bloomin' onion also. Or you might know it by the what's the other name for it? An awesome blossom, if you're coming at it from Chili's. I would like some tater skins with cheese and bacon. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Maybe let's throw in some artichoke with some artichoke dip, just to feel a little healthier. I want some curly fries too, also, just to kind of like even things out. And what else? You know what? Just to feel a little bit healthier again, I'll take some buffalo cauliflower nuggets.
I like those as well. All right, so I've got additional questions just to make sure. So poppers, that's pretty straightforward. Deep fried mac and cheese balls, that's pretty straightforward. Are you going to do a sauce with those mac and cheese balls?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just want pretty much all the sauces you can. Anything involving mayonnaise is pretty much. I'd like some, but let's call it aioli again, so we feel healthier and fancier.
Yeah.
My wife won't eat mayonnaise, but she'll eat aioli.
All right. Bloomin' onion. Usually when we get those, it has kind of like the horseradish sauce.
Yeah, that's also a mayonnaise based sauce. It's mayonnaise, horseradish, and some like maybe cayenne pepper or something. I don't know. I tried to make it one time. It turned out okay. A lot of the sauces you can't really make because they also have some sort of like magical chemical that they've developed at a lab that they put in it. I don't know. I think the only thing I've ever made where I was like, oh, this tastes just like it is it wasn't a sauce, it was Dole Whip. If you've ever had Dole Whip at Disneyland or Disney World. I think these are the ingredients. It's basically just pineapple, ice, coconut milk, lime, and some sugar. And you blend it up.
So it's kind of like a smoothie sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just Dole Whip. I don't know. It just tastes like it's like the first soft serve that ever existed. You know, the Dorito was invented at Disneyland. Was it really? Yeah, that's one of my factoids I like to throw out there.
You just keep that in your pocket just in case.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, it was invented at Disneyland by like a marketing guy who was just like, he came by the Frito restaurant. There was a Frito-Lay restaurant making like tacos and stuff at Disneyland. And he saw that they were throwing away a bunch of old tortillas. And he was like, why don't you cut those up into triangles and like put some cheese on them, and then you can like deep fry them and sell them, and we'll like not waste as much tortilla. And then they started doing that, and then it became super popular, and then they started selling Doritos.
Man, so Doritos are really just our attempt at combating food waste. I like it.
Yeah. They were like, God, we could either give these tortillas to homeless people, or we could make a really unhealthy chip that you will be addicted to forever.
Yeah, you say unhealthy, but it's also it might be the perfect food. I
Yeah,
think you could probably like deserted island survive on Doritos the rest of your life.
maybe. I don't know. I've eaten a lot of Doritos. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is quite an interesting selection of things we have already. So normally,
Oh, you know what? Throw in some Doritos.
some Doritos. Yeah.
That's an app. Cool Ranch, though. I'm not an originalist.
Cool Ranch. I like Cool Ranch as well, but I also like the spicy nacho ones they have. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, I've had those. They're okay, but I feel like they're even more um, like codependent or like addicted. Like you have to keep eating them for them to taste good.
Yeah.
Because like once you stop, then it's like, oh, it's hot and kind of gross tasting. So like but while you're eating them and while they're like in your mouth, they're great. So
Well, Cool Ranch, I have a definite strategy. So it's like I want to be the one that opens the bag. So that's step one. Step one, I want to open the bag, and then step two is I want to casually dig in there until I find the ones that are super spiced up. You know, that are like three times as dark as they should be.
Yeah, that's something my wife does, and if I come across one of those by accident, I'm supposed to turn it over to her. We actually, I don't know if I don't know how much like cyber stalking of me you did, but during the pandemic we had the
Dorito.
We had a last perfect Dorito. Did you see this?
I saw that. Was that legit or was that like a weird bit you guys did?
No, I mean, like, I don't know. I just decided that we were going to do that. And then I decided I wanted to eat it. And I wanted to see if I could make a fake Dorito out of toilet paper. And I did it. And then we got interviewed by Access Hollywood about it.
That was pretty amazing. I couldn't tell if this was, like a fake bit or was it like a real thing? But you're saying it was legit.
Yeah, it was real. And I don't know. It's the closest I'll ever come to being on Saved by the Bell because like Mario Lopez was there, sort of. Not real. I mean, I didn't ever talk to him, but at the end of the clip, the reporter, talks to Mario, and he says that he would have done the same thing.
I always knew behind that smile of his there was some evil there. You could sense it. Yeah. Some ne'er-do-well. All right. Well, we have reached an interesting position in the meal I like to call the, kind of the interstitial period. It's like in between everything else. So it's the bread / salad / soup. Do you want any of that? All of that?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't really know what it's called. It's some sort of salad from Mendocino Farms. It's got like this soft cheese and cranberries and I don't know. It's good. I really don't know what to tell you what it's called or anything about it, but it's good.
Well, as you say, we know you here, so you could just say, "Give me the Mendocino
Farms salad that I like," and then I would like a French onion soup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But actually, can you make it like one of those soup bowls that has a yin yang kind of thing through the middle? And I would like half French onion and half a clam chowder.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do you oh my gosh, you got a salad, French onion and clam chowder. Those are so diametrically opposed. It feels very yin yang. Are you doing like a bread for the clam chowder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the clam chowder, yeah, no, I guess I want just kind of like hard rolls for both. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I also
do want, I do also want some of those little, they're also disgusting little crackers, that come with all clam chowder.
What do you like? Oyster crackers? Is that what they call those things?
I think so. I don't
Okay.
know. They're just like these gross little crackers that are kept alive by the clam chowder industry.
I love how everything you want to, not everything, a good portion of everything you want, you describe as disgusting or gross ice or. I think you're using those words wrong. Oh my goodness.
That's one of my my 10 strategies of health is you call the foods that you like disgusting and gross, and then you won't want them as much.
How's that working out for you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm not as
if you want to hear my number one rule for staying healthy, it's if you're gonna eat fast food, I have to do it, and this is my own personal rule, but I tell everyone because it's a great rule. If you're gonna eat fast food, you have to eat it at the restaurant. You can't
get
take
it to
away.
go.
No, you can't get it to go. You can't eat it in your car by yourself secretly.
That's diabolical.
You have to sit in the McDonald's and, look at the old guys sipping their coffee, look at like the other people eating and say, I'm one of you. This is me.
No.
Yeah.
It feels way less appetizing all of a sudden. You make that feel gross. I don't like that.
There you go.
You've ruined it for me.
Gross. Now you're gonna call McDonald's. I just want that gross sandwich. I want
a
gross burger from McDonald's.
I feel like I need to wash my hands all of a sudden. My goodness. Well, we've to me we're on fire here. We're on a roll. I'm gonna say let's move on to the mains. What do you want as your main dish here?
So I would like a New York strip steak.
Okay.
Medium rare actually. And I would like some barbecue, some brisket from Bloodsoe's. It's a barbecue restaurant here in LA. And I think they have the best brisket. I've eaten barbecue at a lot of places across the land. I've even had barbecue in like China. And I would say that Bloodsoe's brisket is the best brisket.
Well, what makes it so good? Like what differentiates it compared to everything else?
Probably just the cut of meat, whatever they're using has like a pretty high fat content, but it's like well marbled. It's not just like pieces of fat hanging off. It's like throughout it. And so however they do their barbecuing, their cook process leaves it basically like butter.
Do you have to sauce it up a lot, or is it pretty good just on its own?
I mean, it's good on its own. They have pretty good sauce, but it's just amazing on its own. I would like some barbecue from some pulled pork from my grandmother. The family pulled pork recipe, which is I think it's a Carolina barbecue. It's really like lemony and kind of like sour. Not sour, but it has a very like tart,
like vinegary kind of thing?
Yeah, it's vinegary and lemony.
Gotcha. So, how would you eat that? Would you like put it on a bun and eat it like a burger sort of thing?
No, you got to get collard greens. I need some collard greens and some of her cornbread, which is more like drop cakes. So it's kind of like almost a really thick chip of cornbread, but like it's crispy on the outside, and then there's like a thin layer of super soft on the inside. It's really good. Sorry, I'm no George R.R. Martin when it comes to describing food.
No, man, just like Guy Fieri at Take Me to Flavor Town.
Yeah. That, and then also I want some like a pepperoni and black olive and onion and green pepper pizza from this place called Sebastian's. in Gloucester, Massachusetts, which I don't know if Sebastian's is around anymore, but they did this thing where like the top of the pizza was always like burnt, but it was really good. Like all the pepperonis would be like crispy. Any of the pepperonis that were like breaking the like cheese zone or whatever, the cheesosphere, would have like this crispiness to them that was pretty amazing. So yeah.
Oh, I'm on board. That's exactly how I like my pepperonis as well. Like a nice crisp on the outside. They turn into like a little cup, right? And they're full of grease in the middle, but they're crispy on the outside.
Well, they always use like very thin ones, so they just kind of like went. No cupping there. No cupping with theirs. They're very thin. So yeah,
they just deform interestingly. So is pepperoni pizza, is that considered a side?
I don't know. It could be just considered a bread that I'm using with the other stuff.
Bread with some cheese. All right. Well, our sides, because normally I ask what your sides are, but you had collard greens. We had the cornbread with like the crispy outside, soft inside.
Yeah, give me all the regular sides that come with barbecue. Just, some mac and cheese also. Maybe some coleslaw.
Okay. Coleslaw. You got it. All right. Well, that it sounds like we got the main portion of the meal wrapped up, and now we hit the most important decision of the entire meal, which would be the dessert.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I just like a nice cheesecake, but I guess if I can get anything too, I would like some cheesecake, like a legit cheesecake, and then I would like some gelato, some stracciatella. I don't know. I can never really pronounce it right. From a gelato place in Italy called Snoopy's. Which sounds, I don't know. It was really funny when I first got to this like town in Italy. People were like, "You have to try Snoopy's. Snoopy's is the best the best gelato. It's the best gelato around. Snoopy's." And so like we went around looking for Snoopy's and found it, and it was Snoopy's, and it had Snoopy from Peanuts all over the place. It was Snoopy's. I don't know if they were actually paying for the licensing or not, but yeah,
maybe that's how they get away with it, by calling it Snoopy's. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't spelled like that, but yeah, if you're ever in Cortona, Italy, Snoopy's is the best gelato.
All right, and your cheesecake.
And I thought I was like, just, I mean, I was pretty sure it was really good gelato, but then like I went to a gelato place here in LA that opened up, and their gelato was actually pretty good for the United States. And I was walking around looking at they had a bunch of like giant black and white photos of other gelato stores on their walls, and they had a picture of Snoopy's on the wall of their gelato place here, and I was like, what's this? And they're like, oh yeah, when we decided we were going to open a gelato place, we went on a gelato tour to all the best gelato places, and that was one of our favorites. That place has really amazing gelato. So well, I mean, that gelato place closed, so I don't know how good their opinion was, but it made me feel good that they thought so.
You had some kind of inside knowledge there?
Yeah,
for sure. All right, so there's cheesecake. Do you want any accessories with this?
I guess give me some strawberries on the cheesecake.
Is that like fresh strawberries, or do you want like the gross syrup that you pour on top?
Oh, see, you're catching on.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I want that, like, it's like real strawberries that they've made, but it is kind of in a gross syrup.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. 100% know what you're talking about. It's like a simple syrup in there, and they kind of melt it, cook some down into it. All right. Are you going to do like a coffee afterwards or anything like that? Or a cocktail, or we just could right there?
Yeah, I don't usually. I guess we could do some like grappa or something.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like wine made with raisins.
Ah, that's a
Essentially,
novel idea.
yeah, it's like they take the I don't know. It depends on who you talk to about what it is, but yeah, it's essentially what it is a higher alcohol content wine kind of thing. Something made out of grapes. Yeah.
Something made out of grapes. Okay. Well, let me read the order back just to make sure I don't mess it up, because I don't want the kitchen getting blamed like for my mistakes. Well,
Those
ultimately, I'll
guys.
blame them anyway, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. They work so hard.
All right. So we're going to get you a Mexican Coke served in a nice big glass with nugget ice, correct?
Yeah. Make sure it's one of those plastic cups that also like feel like they're made out of the nugget ice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the acrylic
Also,
ones that are kind of
yeah,
textured.
also from Pizza Hut. And
Yeah.
I know I know I'm getting it wrong. People are gonna be like, they didn't have Coke at Pizza Hut.
One of these
They
right
had
here.
Pepsi. Yeah, right there. But I think yours is a little smoother than the ones at
Ooh.
at
You want it really textured. I got you.
yeah. I want that texture. Yeah, I know some people listening to this are gonna be like, oh, you're wrong. Like they didn't have Coke at Pizza Hut. It was all Pepsi. But I don't care. Some of the Pizza Huts were rogue.
I was gonna say, I think most of the ones down here had Coke or Dr. Pepper. That's our poison
You got
of
lucky.
choice. Yeah,
Got lucky.
for sure, man. All right, next for our appetizer section, which feels more of a marathon, more of a Golden Corral buffet situation. But we're gonna do jalapeno poppers. We're gonna do deep fried mac and cheese balls. We're gonna do bloomin' onion. We're gonna do tater skins. Now, these tater skins, this is my preference. I like them really charred, where the ends get real kind of crispy. Is that what you're on board for?
Yeah. I want like the boat. It's like a
little canoe.
They look like little canoes with bacon passengers
Bacon
in
passenger.
easy seats.
Gotcha. All right, then we're gonna do an artichoke dip so that we can feel like we're being healthy. We're also gonna have curly fries. Those are gonna be seasoned, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna do the buffalo cauliflower bites. So the sauce on the buffalo, do you want that to be like kind of like a hot sauce, or do you want it to be kind of, what do we call it here, like a Asian sort of zing
No,
sort of thing?
I want the buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Traditional.
All right, and we're also gonna have a. Do you prefer your Doritos Cool Ranch in a bag, or do you want them like in a bowl, like like you're sitting in front of the TV?
Yeah. I think in a bowl would be good. If you want to, it doesn't have to be a round bowl. It could also be like a canoe shaped bowl.
Oh, that feels fancier somehow.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. To kind of mirror the tater skins.
Okay, we'll get like gravy boat out of the back that we usually keep for like Thanksgiving or whatever. All right, so we're gonna do all the sauces mixed with mayonnaise. So definitely there's gonna be kind of an aioli. I'm thinking maybe like a sriracha and mayo sauce as well. Some with horseradish. I mean, it's gonna be a smorgasbord.
Yeah, lots of sauces.
For sure. All right, now we're gonna move on to a Mendocino Farms salad. What kind of dressing comes on the Chuck special?
Like I said, I have no real clue what it is. It just tastes good. I guess it's sort of like a sweet sesame almost, sort of, but not. It's not. I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing over there. Most of their stuff I don't really like, and then the things that I do like are really good. So, but I really don't.
Sounds dangerous.
I don't know what they are.
Sounds like a crapshoot. Let's see here. Then we're also going to have yin yang bowl of French onion soup with clam chowder. We're going to make sure we have hard rolls as well as those disgusting oyster crackers that you always get.
Yeah.
We're going to do a New York strip steak, cooked medium rare. I'm assuming it's going to be nicely seared on the outside. We'll have that thick, like rock salt caked on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want some crispy pieces on the outside.
Oh yeah. We're going to have barbecue. That's going to be brisket from Bledsoe's. And then Bledsoe's. And then we're going to do pulled pork from your grandma.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some of her collard greens as well as some of her special cornbread. When she cooks that, does she do cast iron skillet?
She would do it like in a skillet, sometimes in like she would mainly do the skillet, but sometimes to save time she would do like in cupcake things.
Oh yeah.
A little
For
bit.
sure. She cheats. So that's what we do down here. You get a cast iron skillet, get really hot, put some butter and oil in it.
No, sorry. I'm getting it wrong. To cheat, she would use cookie sheets.
Huh.
Yeah. And then it would be in the oven.
Okay. Nice. I've never had them like that. We've always because if you put them in hot cast iron, it puts that nice crisp on the outside. Like it's actually like really crisp.
Well, if you do them right on a cookie sheet, it's the same kind of thing. You're basically making like crispy cookies of corn.
All right, so we'll have some crispy corn cookies. Then we're gonna have pepperoni pizza from Sebastian's.
Yeah.
And then we're also gonna have some more mac and cheese, unfried, obviously at this point, and then some coleslaw. And for dessert, we are going to do a cheesecake with the disgusting strawberry syrupy sauce. And then we're going to have some gelato from Snoopy's.
Yeah. Stracciatella.
Okay.
It just means like there's I think it just means like layers. There's different layers. Strati.
And then at the very end, we're going to have some grappa. Is that how you pronounce that?
Sure.
You happy with that order?
Yeah, I'll be really happy once I start drinking that grappa.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thank you, Chuck, for joining me in the fantasy restaurant today. Or I'm sorry, in the whatever you like restaurant.
Whatever you like. Whatever.